Welcome, my name is Franklin. In this video, we are going to see about Zeppelin's basics and its impersonations overview. Now we will see a quick demo on this. Currently, no user is connected here. I'm just getting the login prompt, so nobody is connected here. I'm going to log into this machine in the backend. This is my Zeppelin server, node 3. I'm going to see if there is any process running on it related to Zeppelin. I could see only the Zeppelin JVM is running here. I could see the Zeppelin JVM's log location. I could see the heap configurations of the Zeppelin. So this is the Zeppelin server class. So now there is nothing is running. I'm going to log in as a user. This is my AD user logged in. I'm logging in this as a user here. So now I'm seeing, is there any variation in the process? No, it's still the same. So that means the just simple connection to the web server does no activity. Now I'm going to start a simple interpreter and I'm going to see how it's going to start the JVM interpreter in backend. Before that, we will see how the home page looks. This is your launching page of your Zeppelin, where you are seeing the mailing list, GitHub link for the code, and your Zeppelin documentation on all your nodes where you have access to. Here you can search for your node, or you can create your own node, import the node from your local machine. So in this case, the nodes can be grouped together. You can group the nodes in a directory like this. Let me create a new node with a shell interpreter. Shell interpreter is just the shell commands you can run on the host where Zeppelin is running. Let's say I'm taking shell. I'm grouping my interpreter under folder Franklin. So I'm creating a node called shell_Franklin. Inside a node, you can have multiple paragraphs. So this is one paragraph, and I can add more paragraph to the node. Notebook consists of many nodes. Node can consist of many paragraphs. Here, I'm seeing which interpreters that I can use. These are all the available interpreters. I have Shell, Spark 2, Spark 2 HWC, and Spark 2 Custom, Angular, JDBC. All my default supporting interpreters are available here, and few of my custom interpreters as well. So I'm binding it to SSH default. So I'm using the tag %SSH, and I'm going to run the query. I'm running a host name. So I got the output here. Now I'm going to see if there is any variation in the JVM process. Yes, this is your Zeppelin JVM, and there are two wrapper script spawned, and this script created the Zeppelin interpreter JVM. This is your SS interpreter, and this is your SS interpreter heap settings, and this is where your log locations of your SS interpreter. And this is the port, Thrift port, it used to communicate to your Zeppelin server. And you could see the class is remote interpreter server class. So if I go to the log in the same node, so this is the default log location. You can take this from your process as well, JVM process as well. So now I'm taking the log. I'm going to the end of the log. So here is the login I made. So first, when I connected to the browser and it logged in using the Shiro, if you could see, Shiro is hit here, and also it used the LDAP realm. And I logged in with my user called Hadoop admin, and it taken the roles belongs to it: Hadoop user role, admin role, and Ranger admin role. Now, first I connected from the browser. I logged in using authenticating myself against the Shiro, and my user is logged in here. You could see. After that, I added a new notebook to the folder Franklin. So this is my notebook. You can see it in the UI as well. This is the same notebook which we seeing in the log. Notebook easily can see from the UI as well. So this is the notebook. I got the notebook. Zeppelin engine did the get notebook, and it started a group, SH interpreter group. You could see shell interpreter is created for the user, and then this interpreter ran the command and got me the output what I am looking at now. I can run any command that I can run in the OS, like let's say if I want to list what is in temp, I can list and see that. anything that I could do in my shell, like here, the same commands I can do. By default, this is running as Zeppelin user. Why so? Because there is no impersonation enabled. So if I go to my shell interpreter and I see my configuration, so there is no impersonation enabled. I'm just using the Zeppelin server key tabs. That's why the user becomes Zeppelin. Let's say if I want to run this as an end user, the Zeppelin user should have a permission to fork the interpreter process as an end user. You see here, the interpreter process will be started as Zeppelin user itself. This is your interpreter process, and it started with your Zeppelin user itself. So I'm going to restart this, and I'm going to show you there is no process again, only the Zeppelin server AEM, and I'm going to enable the impersonation. In the backend, I already enabled the passwordless SSH so that the Zeppelin user can fork a process as the end user. I created a passwordless SSH between Zeppelin and the Hadoop admin user. So I'm going to change this to per user isolated to have a dedicated JVM, and I'm enabling the user impersonation. So when the impersonation is enabled, it has to be an isolated mode so that other users cannot share that session because that is running as the end user. So now I'm going to save this, and I'm going to my same paragraph, the same notebook in Franklin folder. Now I'm going to run the same who am I. Now it shows Hadoop admin. So the process now runs as an Hadoop admin, not as a Zeppelin user. If you go back and you see what is the process currently, we have JVM process here, but it started as Hadoop admin user, not the Zeppelin user. You see here, Hadoop A plus, this is the Hadoop admin user, the JVM is started. So just about impersonation, every interpreter has the one way to impersonate. If you go, this is the shell interpreter impersonation configuration, and the JDBC, with just providing the proxy user, you can do an impersonation. Here I just given the proxy user, but I didn't enable the impersonation here. Still it is running as the end user. Every interpreter can have their own methodology to have the impersonation enabled to run the query as end user or as a shared Zeppelin user itself. So Livy comes with by default impersonation. Even if you didn't configure, the Livy server has the impersonation. That's why it started as Hadoop admin user here. This concludes our Zeppelin's basics demo. Please learn more on our community page and our product document. Thank you.